Next on the track, we have the final of the men's 4x400 metres relay. Still not had a result, an official result, from the women's 4x400, which makes you wonder, as the delay continues, whether or not the judges are taking a look at something with a view to potential disqualification. Well, we'll bring you that full result when we have it. That's Chris Brown of the Bahamas. He'll be on the anchor leg. So much experience, and the Bahamas team sure to be a factor. Latoy Williams, who was 5th in the individual event, he's going to be on lead-off. Michael Matthew will be on the second leg, talented athlete. Then Alonzo Russell and Chris Brown on anchor. England with the brilliant young Matthew Hudson-Smith on anchor. Recently went underneath 45 seconds for the first time on this very track at the Diamond League event 3 weeks ago to the day. And for Jamaica, Hakeem Gauntlet on lead-off. He'll be handing over to Adino Steele, Shemaine Fitton, Rasheen McDonald. And there's the full lineup. Certainly don't disregard Trinidad and Tobago with Lalonde Gordon on lead-off. He got bronze in the individual event. Jaron Solomon was a finalist, also to Rennie Quo. So Trinidad and Tobago could well be a factor here in what should be an extremely competitive 4x400 metres relay. Games record is held by Jamaica, set in 1998 in Kuala Lumpur. So let's take a look at the teams. Craig Burns on lead-off for Australia, handing on to Alec Beck, Jared Geddes and John Stephenson on the anchor leg. Nigeria, Christian Cuevas Morton on the anchor leg. Salihu Aizar on the lead-off. And here are the Bahamas, so much of a rich tradition of success in relay running. The crowd recognising that, and always so popular. Toy Williams, who was 5th in the individual on lead-off. England have rejigged their team. Conrad Williams going to be on lead-off. And Matthew Hudson-Smith, great young talent on the anchor leg, just 20 years old. Trinidad and Tobago. Lalonde Gordon, as ever, enjoying himself. Happy-go-lucky sort of individual. Jamaica, sure to be in the shake-up, qualified in 3 minutes 3. Oh, surely it's going to be having to be quicker than that to take gold here in the final. Zambia with Titus Mukala on lead-off. And these will get a big cheer with Chris Robertson for Scotland, handing on to Grant Plenderleith, Jamie Bowie and Greg Loudon. So the men's 4x400 metre relay final about to go. Scotland in 1, Zambia 2, Jamaica 3, Trinidad and Tobago 4, England in 5, Bahamas 6, Nigeria 7 and Australia in lane 8. Starter asking for quiet from yet another capacity crowd here at Hampden Park. A few cheers and shouts as the pole vault continuing at the other end of the stadium. Not ideal for these relay runners who have been kept on their blocks for a long time. And the Bahamian athlete Latoy Williams has held his hand up and said, look, we can't go with this sort of noise. Public address announcer asking the crowd now to be quiet. Hardly surprising that they weren't, though, with the pole vault in full swing at the other end of the stadium. But now that competition has been paused, so the 4x400 metre relay can get underway. Scotland, Zambia, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, England, Bahamas, Nigeria, and closest to you there, Australia. Well, This time they go, and we look to see who started the best, and it looks as though the Englishman Conrad Williams has gone out hard, tracked by Lalonde Gordon, and it's a pretty even break. Zambia going well in lane 2 as well, with Titus Mukala, and the Scots on the inside have got a bit to do and don't look as though they're in the shake-up right now. But it is Gordon for Trinidad and Tobago as they come around the bend. Issa for Nigeria out in lane 7, and the Bahamas going well with Latoy Williams. It is Gordon and Williams, Trinidad and Tobago and the Bahamas, the 2 lead athletes, and the Bahamas coming on strong as Gordon tries to stay with him. And we come up now towards the line, and who takes over first? It is just going to be Trinidad and Tobago from the Bahamas. Jarin Solomon now for Trinidad and Tobago, and England going brilliantly with Michael Bingham on the second leg. What a good first leg from Conrad Williams, and down the back straight they go with England ahead. Michael Bingham now from Trinidad and Tobago with Jarin Solomon, who is right up there in contention. Then come the Bahamas on the second leg for them. It's the very talented Michael Matthew, who's got bags of relay experience. Down the straight, Bingham alongside Solomon for Trinidad and Tobago, who now hits the front. And here come the Bahamas. Michael Matthew handing over in 3rd place. Jamaica closing, they hand over 4th. Trinidad and Tobago now strike out on the 3rd leg with another 400-metre individual finalist, Rennie Quo. And for England, the blonde-haired figure of Danny Ord. And in 3rd place for the Bahamas, Alonzo Russell. And then a gap back to Shemaine Fitton for Jamaica. He's in 4th place. And then a bigger gap back to the Australian Jared Geddes in 5th. As they come around now towards the straight, Trinidad and Tobago from England, then come the Bahamas, and England mounting a challenge. Here comes Ord, terrific leg he's running, and the Bahamas right in contention also, with Alonzo Russell, who is going to be handing over to Chris Brown, the relay specialist, and the race is on now. Trinidad and Tobago with Dwayne Hewitt. In 2nd place, it is England with Matthew Hudson-Smith, this brilliant youngster, and then Chris Brown for the Bahamas, and England are closing, England are challenging onto the shoulder, and they hit the front. Hudson-Smith, a new, exciting, thrilling talent at 400 metres, is ahead, but Chris Brown's not beaten yet. In 3rd place, he comes past Hewitt, and Bahamas are coming. It's England versus the Bahamas, youth against experience. Hudson-Smith against Brown, and Brown, is he going to get there on the line? It's going to be desperately close. Hudson-Smith dips and takes it for England. Silver Bahamas, bronze Trinidad. Chris Brown ran a fabulous last leg for the Bahamas, but he just could not get there. And the roar from the crowd as it's confirmed that England have taken the gold medal in 3 minutes 00.46, ahead of the Bahamas by 5/100ths of a second, and a second further back, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica back in 4th. Well, it looked as though the young Englishman, Matt Hudson-Smith, was tying up. It looked as though Brown was going to sweep him away, but he didn't. He was strong, and he dipped, and he took the gold.
Well, the Bahamians had the glory in London, but tonight it belongs to a young, talented English quartet. They rejigged their order. Hudson-Smith going anchor. Well, he provided a breakthrough performance here in Glasgow, breaking 45 seconds in the Diamond League. Chris Brown did brilliantly to close the gap. It looked as though for all the world, as he came up onto the Englishman's shoulder with 50 to go, as though he would go past and momentum would be with him. But from somewhere, Matthew Hudson-Smith, bedecked in the shades, managed to dig in, and on the dip for the line, he sent this crowd into raptures. A great first leg, by the way, from Conrad Williams. He was magnificent on the lead leg, and that gave Michael Bingham the lead early on the second leg. But what a brilliant finish from Hudson-Smith. He promised to deliver at the UK Championship and was then disqualified before we had a chance to see what he could do in the final there. A really, really exciting talent. and he was put under genuine pressure by Chris Brown, who's arguably one of the best relay runners in history.
Well, you see here a replay of that last leg, and there is Hudson Smith, and at this stage Brown is something like 5 metres behind. Trinidad and Tobago underperformed a little bit. You'd have expected them maybe to have been closer to the gold medal than they were, but Brown having to come wide, splashing through the puddles on this drenched Hampden Park track, comes up right alongside Hudson Smith here. Looked for all the world as though Brown was going to win, but somehow Hudson Smith managed to respond, and on the dip gets there by the narrowest of margin.
Well, I wonder what confidence the youngster will take going forward from this.
Daniel Ord had run a good leg there to give him a terrific opportunity as one of the Trinidadian athletes goes flying. That was Rennie Quo who fell. The final handover to Hewitt.
But what a way to sweep past. This was where he really put the acceleration on, down the back straight, then with 200 to go, all the momentum was with him. Look how far behind Chris Brown is at this stage, not waiting for the straight. Brown comes past Hewitt of Trinidad, and this was the point with the driving wind and rain coming into their faces. Hudson Smith just begins tying up a little bit, Brown coming on the outside, and then another surge and a lean forward from Hudson Smith. I think he'll remember that finish for the rest of his life.
Well, a great run there from England, and what you can see behind the graphic, very difficult rainy conditions there at Hampden. Plenty more finals to bring you here on the Games channel on day 10 of these competitions.
Oh my goodness, what a race, what a finish, absolutely amazing. They said, and everyone believed it was impossible. 8 nations, 1 finish line, and a gap so small you couldn't fit a piece of paper through it. This is the most insane 4x400 meter relay finish you have ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Please like the video. Yeah man, right here we are having one of the greatest and dramatic track and field event, the men's 4x400 meter relay final at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. The stage well set at the Hampden Park. We have got the Caribbean Kings, Jamaica and Bahamas ready to dominate. We have got the powerhouse of Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago, Australia, Scotland, Zambia, and we have England. Guys, the first 3 laps were a war on the field. Nigeria is fighting for position. Trinidad and Tobago is lacking in the shadow, and Jamaica is breathing down everyone's neck. Remember, they are the defending champions. But as they came around the final bend for the last changeover, the world stopped breathing. But look at this 19 years old Matthew Hudson Smith of England receiving the baton. He is against the legends. He is behind. The Bahamas is pulling away. Jamaica is charging. But Hudson Smith fights a gear nobody knew existed. The stadium in total silence. England takes the gold in time of 3 minutes 00.46 seconds. Bahamas securing silver in time of 3 minutes 00.51 seconds. Trinidad and Tobago settling for bronze in time of 3 minutes 01.51 seconds. Jamaica and Nigeria can't believe it. Absolute courage in Glasgow. Guys, believe me, it was such a very, very dramatic and very impressive track and field event. The men's 4x400 meter relay final in Glasgow Commonwealth Games, where a 19-year-old just silenced the world's best Guys, do you believe this is one of the greatest relay finishes in history? Let me know your thoughts at the comment section down below here. And thank you so much each and every one of you for watching the video to this point, liking the video, commenting. May our Heavenly Father always bless you. To all my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you a million times for always coming back to watch my videos. You my people, you are my great people, and may our Heavenly Father always bless you. Happy dance to our new subscribers. Welcome aboard, feel at home, and thank you so much for your subscription. Kindly like the video, comment, tell me where you are watching from, and God will bless you. And if it's your first time coming across this channel, my name Adekay, going by the name Adekay News in this YouTube platform. Kindly like the video, share the video widely, comment, tell me how you fight the video, and don't forget, this one is very important. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free of charge, and don't forget to smash that notification bell at the subscription so that you get notified every time we have a new video. Remember, we are highly anticipating for the World Athletic Championships as well as Olympic Games, which I will bring to you right here. Bye bye for now. Blessings.